Welcome back to the news, and now to our conversation segment. Today we are looking at drug abuse because drug abuse among Nigerian youth has become a growing concern as we are witnessing an alarming trend. Just recently, the NDLEA chairman, General Buba Mawa, described drug abuse as one of the greatest threats to Nigeria's future. To understand the depth of this issue and what's being done to address it, I've been joined by Mmeka Calista, Deputy Zonal Commander in charge of Administration and Logistics, NDLEA Zone 11, comprising Ebonyi and Enugu States. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
Thank you so much for joining me on the news tonight.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Now, let's get straight into the conversation. How would you describe the current state of drug abuse among Nigerian youths in 2025, especially currently?
Well, thank you very much for having me this evening. Drug abuse, as you rightly said, is a global problem, not only in Nigeria. It is a global problem. It is everywhere. It is a matter of urgency. It's a matter of emergency that every state, every nation, every country should join hands. As you rightly said, the chairman chief executive is targeted as war against drug abuse. So it's alarming. Let me use the word. It's alarming.
Okay.
Very, very alarming.
Right.
Not only in Nigeria.
Okay,
Not only in Nigeria, but as our country is alarming.
Yeah.
Every day, arrests, huge arrests from all the hooks and crannies of Nigerian states.
All right. So now, what would one say, or why are we seeing this rise in this addiction and abuse, even with the awareness that is constantly created? What can we say are the drivers behind this rise? What can we tie it to? Is this social, economic, or cultural drivers? Why do we continue to see this addiction and abuse, even with the constant awareness that we continue to create?
Exactly. Globally, this economic depression we have did not start today. Before then, there has been an increase in drug abuse at the level of the elite level. But these days, it's no longer. It is a situation that even those in the primary school level are into substance abuse. Are we talking about the tertiary? Are we talking about the other sides? It is something that is, I don't know. Before, we are talking about peer pressure. We are talking about curiosity. We are talking about lack of awareness. But we are talking about stress and emotional. But you rightly said with the upward trend of awareness by NDLEA, including the NGOs that are joining hand, every hook and cranny of NDLEA state is into. We try to equate it with the supply demand and drug demand ratio, so that these are the two mandates: suppression of supply and also increasing the drug demand, counseling and awareness, creation, sensitization, advocacy. That's the general word. The rate of the advocacy NDLEA is carrying out now is something else. It's very, very, now we are going to even to the primary school, to the marketplace. NDLEA is into marketplace to create this awareness. But the trend of substance abuse is on the increase.
Okay, so are there misconceptions that NDLEA has spent, within the whole awareness or, the arrest and every other thing that has been happening within NDLEA, trying to ensure that, we put an end or mitigate this situation? Are there misconceptions that we can, trace to or say are the reasons this is worsening?
There is no misconception, because let me tell you one thing everyone should know, including you and I. Okay. This war against drug abuse is everybody's business. It does not concern you, it does not concern, it concerns every one of us. Take for instance, NDLEA has been on, yes, they are the mandatory stakeholder. They are the main agency to handle this drug, this high drug case enforcement. With the rate of advocacy, as globally a lot of changes, technology, people are still bringing all sorts of substance abuse, going into search, looking what and what to mix. Before we are talking about cocaine, heroin. They are more than that now. They are more than that now. How can somebody mix? I don't know whether you used to hear about Lacasera again. It's like they have banned Lacasera.
Yeah, it's no longer.
Students can mix Lacasera and Tom, and it will give them a high tone test. They will drink. Now that one is no longer in vogue. They have changed to that one. Before we are talking about drinking paint and cortex for women and whatever. Those ones are old version. Now new version has come in. A research. They are going into a lot of research globally to bring new things. How can somebody stay and be taking codeine? How many bottles? Nigerian government has banned that one. Why? So there is no misconception that NDLEA has. NDLEA has not failed. The thing is that it is an eye-opener that every family, every group, every organization, just like what you take upon yourself now, to call into me to come and talk. This is part of the awareness, the corporate affair responsibility you are doing, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
This is part of the awareness.
Yeah.
By the time you tell this, people will pick one or two things from me and say, oh, is it these things? Is it this thing that is doing this? Is it this things? And you can see the rate of madness among our youth.
Exactly.
Upon the advocacy, now NDLEA is carrying on. To the extent now, we are going to the hook and cranny of the local government. They have created the local government to oversee the advocacy, the local government chairman, from the government, state government to the local government, from the local government to the traditional rulers. We are partnering with them now. It's no longer at the state level. We are not going to the communities.
Okay.
Any traditional ruler knows who is who in his village, a good traditional ruler. And they can easily reach to them. So we are partnering with them. Religious studies, we are partnering with them. Because preach the word to your church members, congregation, traditionally, call your people, community, talk to them, give us the platform. These are where we are going. Okay. Let it not be at the state level. We are going to tertiary institution. There is a WADA club, club we formed. Before they used to call NDLEA club, free drug club. It's now called War Against Drug Club for institution, secondary school. Let them join free club that say no to drug abuse.
Okay. All right. You've mentioned that, you're partnering with NDLEA is partnering with traditional rulers, going into communities, even down to primary schools. And I understand that this is part of the roles of NDLEA. Now, to a layman who do not understand exactly what the role of NDLEA is, can you explain further? And aside from going to this grassroots to talk to these people and engage them and ask for a platform, what other things, what are other core roles does NDLEA, perform to ensure that we mitigate or curtail this?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As I mentioned to you, we partner with the community leaders, such as the traditional rulers. We equally partner with the PGs of various communities. As you rightly said, there are those who may not understand what is NDLEA. They are the farmers in the hinterland who will take how many tablets of tramadol in order to not to break down, to be taken. These are dangerous to the body.
Yeah.
That's why we go to the marketplace. We ourselves, we go to the marketplace. A market woman tell you, say, what is my business with drug? I don't know anything about drug. But we do go to the marketplace to preach this gospel. Do not allow your child to be taken. You yourself, don't take it. Look at the consequences. madness. It affects your brain. Anything that alters your brain affects the whole body. We tell them the implications of drug abuse by going to the marketplace, by after local government, we tell them that women, everything, we even goes to the families. That's why the chairman chief executive in 2023 launched what he called Save Our Families. Now he asks us every of the NDLEA information to move to families. By the time you go to any community, ask for 1 or 2 or 3 families, organize the women. Women is the source and the beginning of every community. By the time you get the women, you've gotten a lot of the states. So we engage them. We talk to them in a language. If I'm from Igbo, we get an Igbo person who will preach the gospel in the language they will understand. If I'm a Yoruba, we get a Yoruba person who will talk to the women in the language. Just like, as you rightly said, how can a layman understand? We go and show them some of the pictures. We go and show them some of the pictures, what they will see, and tell them the implication. Don't let your child or your ward or you yourself involved in this. Some of you that do agri work, farming, and all the rest of them, you take tramadol of how many milligrams? Some take 250 milligrams to be strong. It is dangerous to the health. We tell them the dangers inherent in it. We tell them why they should not do that. Anything you take, there should be a prescription. Government has banned. Look at the level. Highest is 50 milligrams. If it comes to 100 milligrams, it should be a prescription, and there must be a reason.
Okay. All right. Now
you can see the way they are abusing tramadol in this our country. Let me leave other countries. Let us talk the country we are. We should not know what is happening.
Yeah. All right. Okay, now let's look at the place of help in this situation. We've talked about creating awareness to ensure that we stop other persons from, getting to abuse these drugs or, get addicted to these drugs. Now, for people that are already addicted but need solution, what is the role of NDLEA to ensure that, we rehabilitate these people? Are there things that NDLEA is doing to ensure that, we provide help for people struggling already?
Yes.
Okay.
We have our mini rehab center here in Enugu State Command.
Okay.
We have our rehab, but it's not much. And if happens to get someone who's already into drugs and he needed help, first and foremost, we look at them as sick person. We don't look at them now as drug addicts. Because they don't know what they are doing. Okay. A right thinking human being will not be selling his or her properties. Is that right?
No,
so on that ground, we look at that person as a sick person first and foremost. That is the mindset. Oh, this person needs their help. How do I come in? How do I bring him closer? You have to show him love. Don't even argue with him, because he will not agree with you that he's into drug. But you have to show him love. You have to let him know that he's sick, that he needed help. By bringing him closer, by talking to him, counseling him. When they come to the office with their parents or some working by themselves, or some people refer them, we embrace them.
Okay.
First of all, we embrace them. We carry a physical test with their urine. We have a NDLEA drug kit. I'm sure you must have been hearing it. It has been launched to schools and everywhere.
Okay.
We will carry a test. The person will see the kind of drugs and the number of hard drugs the person has been into. It will show there. It's not a magic. It will indicate and it will show there. And it will not be on that person, oh, I really need the help.
Yeah.
We start treatment. We have a memorandum with the UNTH, their psychiatric and the neuropsychiatric hospital at New Haven. We have a memorandum. They will come on the psycho aspect of it, and we will do the counseling and be rehabilitating them from step 3 months, some step 6 months, some step 4 months, and they're okay. And they will go back to their society and begin what they are doing before. We have been rehabilitating a lot of people here in Enugu.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. We are already out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I hope we continue to find ways to curtail and mitigate the situation. Thank you again.
You are welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And that's the size of our package this night. Many thanks for watching. Do well to follow us on all social media platforms at Afia TV Official. I am Okochukwu Osai. Good night.